Hi everyone, and welcome back to F-Bomb Friday. I am your host, Tracy Preston, along with my husband, Todd. Hey, hun.
Hey, baby.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's hit it. On today's episode, we'll be discussing the legend of the shit elves of the Upper Peninsula. Yeah, you heard that right. The shit elves. Bet you can't wait to hear about these mischievous little buggers. Well, I can't wait to tell you. But first, let's dig into a little history, shall we? Elves are said to be a type of humanoid, supernatural beings in Germanic folklore. Elves appear especially in North Germanic mythology, being mentioned in the Icelandic Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda. In medieval Germanic-speaking cultures, elves were thought as beings with magical powers and supernatural beauty, having mixed feelings towards everyday human people and capable of either helping or harming them. In the old tradition of Finnish beliefs, the elves were household fairies who in many ways were responsible for the happiness of the house. Based on this tradition, the Christmas elves we know today emerged at the end of the 19th century. Ah, the birth of the little elves on the shelves, hun.
That's right.
Most often, the elf was portrayed as gray-clothed little old men who handled various household chores to help the household members. Well, I would like one of those if truth be told. Could always use a little hand with the housework.
That's right.
There may have been several elves in the same household who were responsible for different tasks. All I can see in my mind is Dobby. The house elf in Harry Potter.
He didn't have a beard, though.
No, but he was a cute little guy. There were often barn and sauna elves, in addition to house elves. These elves would supervise the use of fire in these buildings. The elf's main task was to protect the people of the house and would not hesitate to reveal itself to warn of potential danger. The early house elves were not completely kind-hearted by any means. The elf would keep a very watchful eye and judgmental eye on the members of the household. If members of the household behaved badly, unsafe, or in an unproductive manner, the easily annoyed elf would remind them of its existence by causing disturbances, mishaps, misfortune, discord, and haunting-like occurrences. So, what does any of this information have to do with Michigan and its Upper Peninsula? Well, here's some more history for you. Finnish settlers played a significant role in Michigan's history, particularly in the Upper Peninsula, where they established communities and industries. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, large numbers of Finnish immigrants, drawn by the mining and lumber industries, migrated to the region. They established towns, churches, and cultural institutions, contributing to the region's unique cultural landscape. The Finns were attracted to the copper and iron mines of the Upper Peninsula, becoming a major ethnic group in communities like Calumet, Hancock, and Espanung. Finnish immigrants also participated in the lumber industry, working as lumberjacks and logging workers. Many others worked as farmers and commercial fishermen. The Finnish immigrants played a key role in the success of Michigan's development. Their language and cultural traditions were maintained through newspapers, literature societies, and other institutions, and along with that, they brought along with them their rich and imaginative lore and mythology. So now we come to the discussion of the shit elves. Bet you were wondering when we were going to get to that, weren't you? The Finnish shit elf is a petulant house elf, much like the house, farm, and sauna elves shared by many European and Asian traditions. As stated before, these elves can either be helpful or harmful to the household. Pleasing them would bring good fortune, peace, harmony, helping hands, and most importantly, protection to the home and its dwellers. Upsetting these elves could bring chaos, damage, bad fortune, spoiled food, etc. Basically, anything that could go wrong within the household. The ultimate price for falling from the good graces of the elves would be losing their protection for the home and its inhabitants altogether. So what sets the shit elves apart from the common house elf? Well, apparently, they were a little harder to appease. Legend has it, if you anger the shit elf, they will literally cover your house in, you guessed it, feces. Now, nowhere within the legend does it actually say what angers the shit elf, so my advice would be to try your best to do good and be good as to avoid their unpleasant wrath. Well, I'd say stinky ass wrath. Oh, they're bad. All right. Shit happens is likely one of the most common phrases used almost on the daily, right? You've lost your keys. The milk went bad. A large damaging branch fell on your house. An argument caused a relationship to end. These things will happen all over the globe, so it's easily conceivable. I hear you saying inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
That shit elves are anywhere and everywhere. I mean, you could always blame the shit elves for your misfortunes, but really you should ask yourself, what did I do to piss off the shit elf? I don't like them.
I love them. This is probably one of my most favorite stories I've covered so far. First of all, I've never heard of the shit elves.
Me neither.
Second of all, I think it's funny and fun just to say shit elves.
Agreed.
Thirdly, I think it's funny to blame misfortune on the shit elves.
Well, you gotta have someone to blame your shit on.
You can't blame it on the rain. You gotta blame it on something.
The rain. All I can hear is, you know who? Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli.
Blame it on the shit elves. No? Right.
I love this story. I absolutely love this story, and I think the shit elves are cool. But you never know what's going to piss them off.
Well, I think what it really means is you better walk the damn straight and narrow.
Right.
And be good and be kind.
Yeah.
Do the right things, treat people with love and kindness in the home.
Yep.
So it sounds like they're invisible.
They're invisible, yes. You cannot see them.
So they do all these good things for you as long as you're good.
Right. Now think about all the times we've had stuff just disappear from the house. It happens to us all the time. Is it the shit elves? I think it might be the shit elves.
Not the ghosts?
Well, it could be the ghosts too.
Maybe they're working in tandem.
They're in cahoots.
Yeah, you know what? They're like so mischievous. They're like, they don't need that anymore.
Where's my favorite spatula?
Yeah, actually, they do that shit on the weekly, on the monthly here.
Yes.
We leave something in one particular spot on the reg.
How does a spatula disappear?
Yeah, and I like to know where where the cat went to the dog food.
Right.
Legit.
I mean, these are kind of big things that just kind of disappear all the time.
All the times.
All the time.
And it makes you question your sanity.
Right. And living in this old house, we could say, okay, what's an old house? We got stuff we have to fix all the time. Or
shit happens.
Is it the shit elves?
I like to blame it on anybody but me.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and I think the shit elves should definitely be our scapegoat from here on out.
I want Adobe.
You want Adobe?
Yeah.
Huh.
Remember he was so cute with the big eyes and the big nose?
I wasn't a fan of Adobe.
Why not?
Because he kind of looks like a hairless cat. Not that I don't like hairless cats.
I don't like hairless cats.
I wouldn't want one in my house.
I've seen one before and I've touched them and it's yucky. Legit, it's gross. But everybody, you know what? There's a hairless cat for someone.
There is.
Some people like them hairless.
And there's Adobe for everybody, but I'll stick with my shit elf with the beard. Us bearded guys gotta stick together.
Right. And like how do they get set free? Like how do you get a shit elf? Is it assigned to you? Is there a master shit elf who assigns these elves to the homes?
Could be.
How's that all work?
They probably have shit elf union. You know?
Oh, you didn't pay your dues? I need a household item that the family really likes.
Yeah.
Those are your dues.
Those are your dues.
I need a spatula this month.
So the shit elves, in my opinion, if they were to exist, it's not just the Upper Peninsula. I think they're everywhere.
They've migrated to the Lower Peninsula.
For sure.
Specifically our home.
Yes.
Right. Well, this was a great little story, hon.
It's a fun one.
And I did enjoy watching the pleasure on your face when you read me the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
It was fun.
Well, you want to sign us out, hon?
I sure do.
All right.
Well, you better lock your doors. You better lock your windows. And you might want to check under your bed for some shit elves.
And if I find a shit elf under my bed, I'm going to give it like a Dorito. I'm going to feed that elf.
Oh, yeah. Everybody likes Doritos. Why wouldn't the shit elves?
I will feed them whatever they want.
Yeah.
I will be the good home owner or the household occupant that everybody likes to eat.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at me if you have a full tummy.
Right.
That's how I see it.
Oh, don't want to piss off the shit elves. Better leave some snacks out for the shit elves.
I'll have a whole bin under there.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody, and give us a listen on Malice Monday.
We'll see you on Monday.